Hello, people of YouTube. I'm very excited to announce a project that I will be doing over the next couple of months, and you can probably see by the title wherever it is. That's not a joke. But anyway, it is going to be very exciting, and I have ordered some of the parts, such as the motherboard, power supply, and Wi-Fi card, even though it is not necessary. But what's necessary for me? Actually, it won't be because on Saturday I'm going to buy an internet miner. Yeah. Anyway, rambling now. I'm building a Hackintosh. It's the first computer build I'm going to have on this channel. And yes, I will be taking you every step of the way on this channel, right here. And I'm just really excited to get it. I know I've got a Power Mac G5 here, and it's not cutting it anymore. It's getting old, it's dying, it's getting slow. I've done a fresh install of OS 10, and it's still slow. And it's loud. The graphics card in here, I know it's a great graphics card. I have no complaints about it. It's handled everything I've done. Not like incredible rendering, video rendering, but for what I use this Mac for, it's doing great. But because I'm running dual displays, I've got two Dell Upshot 2007 FPVs. Very difficult ones to get hold of these days. But yeah, it just gets really loud, and the frequency is just outrageous of the what I'm trying to say, graphics card. Anyway, and yeah, it's only 2.3 gigahertz, and I know that's still average for now, but this is 2005 machine, early 2005, PowerPC G5. But I am very excited to announce the parts and everything that will be going through on this channel. So I'm going to tell you parts right now. Yeah, they're also listed on the website if you just search for Hackintosh build or Harry's Hackintosh build or whatever it is. I'll put the title as on deviltech.com. The search it. I think the search bar was still there after it went down, and then something weird happened with the web post. But anyway, parts are. It's going to be based on a. For now, I want to say now, I mean whenever I order this because it's quite expensive. It'll be based on a Intel Core i5 3570K. That's a quad-core processor. It's going to be overclocked 4.2 gigahertz, and it's going to be cooled. At the minute, I might change my mind in the future. An Arctic Cooling Freezer 13 Pro. Great cooler, it's huge, but what can I say? Let me just get the list here actually. Sorry about this. This is, I've forgotten most of the model numbers of parts, so hang on 1 second. Double check. Yeah, it is still there. Look. And the iPad on here. There. There's the search bar. Just search Hackintosh in there, and then it should come up. Oh, not beta. Okay. I'll cut when I got them up recently, but anyway, just click on that. There's those. Yeah. For now, it will be a Core i5 3570K, but then I'll overclock that to 4.2. But I am going to get, it's based on the 1155 socket, just to make sure, you know. But I will, when I've got the money and some time, I will be upgrading this to a Core i7 3570K, and I will be overclocking this to 4.8 gigahertz. Right. This. I was going to go 2011 socket, so that I can get a 6-core Xeon, but oh my god, you've seen the price. Yes, and it's going to be sitting in a Gigabyte GA B75M D3P motherboard. I think. Yeah. Where did I change it? Anyway, that's what it's going to be now. The graphics card will be a Eastleigh card. It's going to be an Asus. What was it? Asus GeForce GTX 670 Titan. Or 660 Titan. Can't remember. One. Yeah, it's a 660 Titan. With 2 gigs of GDDR5 memory, and it's got PCIe graphics. And to power it all, it will be the Corsair Series CX600 600 watt ATX 80 plus bronze power supply unit. That is probably going to be the most expensive power supply I'm ever going to own. It's fully modular. Oh, the 24 pin and the 8 pin CPU might not be modular, but anyway, needless to say, I will be getting, I know on the website, I need to update it, it says Western Digital Caviar Black 1 terabyte for my boot drive. Yes, I will be using a 1 terabyte Caviar Black for my boot drive, but I've just decided I've got one in here. Well, I decided I knew I've got one in here. So I've decided I'm going to use that purely for video editing. Or, actually, no, changing my mind again. I'm going to partition it 500 gigs each. One's going to be a Windows partition for gaming, and the other partition is purely going to be video editing. And then I've got a Western Digital Caviar Green 2 terabyte storage drive, and a Western Digital Caviar Green 3.2 terabyte green drive. Backup. And then I'm going to be using a OCZ something or other 60 gig SSD. And that you're thinking, why don't I put my OS on the SSD? But I've had SSDs in the past and they're not great. I've got a 1 terabyte black drive for the boot disk, just because I really needed I needed a fast hard drive. But SSDs, as a boot drive, you're constantly reading and writing to them. And if you use a flash drive, they die. It's the same principle with an SSD, it's flash memory. So, constantly reading and writing to it, mine went in 6 months. So, yeah, I'm just going to be storing the games on there. Like, Half-Life, Battlefield, Minecraft, other games I play, Assassin's Creed, Quake 3, even though it doesn't need to be on an SSD, it will be. Where am I? Yeah, it's going to be a TP-Link for the wireless card. Will be a TP-Link TL WDN 4800 N900 wireless dual band PCI Express adapter. That's a mouthful. Memory, I'll be using 16 gigs of Corsair 1600 MHz CL10 DDR3 Vengeance memory kit. Great memory, and 16 gig is plenty for what I'll be using it for. Even though my motherboard is maxed out at 64 gigs of memory, running triple channel. Still, this might be dual channel. I've basically just decided on my parts a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't done full research. And I know all these parts are compatible with Mountain Lion, the latest OS from Apple, and I might upgrade to Mountain Lion. No, what am I on about? Mavericks when it comes out. Actually, I'm not going to upgrade straight away. I'll probably upgrade on the first update, maybe. Not sure. Yeah, that's going to be my main OS, and then I'll be using Microsoft Windows 8 Professional for gaming. I'm not going to use 7 simply because 8 is a faster OS. In general, I don't like it, but it's still faster. And the case, I've been changing my mind on a lot, but I think I'm settled at this one. It's a £110 case, which I think round about $205, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's a NZXT Phantom 410 mid-tower case, black and orange, and I'm just going to show you this. This is the case. It looks awesome. I really love this case. It's wow. I don't actually know how to describe it. It's a great case. Yeah, and this is the first video of the Hackintosh build, and then I'll be doing a Hackintosh like a hardware thing. Hackintosh hardware. What's the magic playlist? Where I'll just be going over the parts that I've got as I get them in the post. As again, I've only ordered the motherboard, power supply. Yeah. Did I say anything else? I just had the notepad document of what I've ordered. I've even forgotten. But anyway, that's what I've got so far. If you lost track and you want to look at the parts and the pros and cons and why I didn't buy a Mac Mini, because this is going to be round about £700, and it's only that price because of the beast graphics card I've got for it. So if excluding the graphics card, it'll be about 400 odd quid. So it's going to be, if you exclude the graphics card and get a cheaper one, it's going to be more powerful. This is with the i7. It'll be more powerful and cheaper than the i5 Mac Mini. So, wow, is it really that time already? 14 minutes. Anyway, before it gets any longer and you get bored, even though you might already have, I'm just going to wrap up this video as Zach's calling me on FaceTime. Anyway, okay, see you.